Hi, I'm Bert. Welcome to a 2-minute review of a movie I haven't seen. Tonight's movie is Top Gun 2 from 2020. Now, this movie hasn't come out yet, hasn't even finished filming yet, but I'm going to review it. So, the refreshing thing about this Top Gun sequel is that it doesn't just redo and recreate elements of the first movie. It goes ahead and fixes all the obvious mistakes from the first movie. The first movie was a masterpiece, of course, but it had a few obvious mistakes, and I'll tell you 6 of them that I saw. First, too much Maverick. Second, too much America. Third, too jarring, too violent, too loud, too many planes. Fourth, the cast was just too attractive. Fifth, the soundtrack was too difficult. And sixth, that beach volleyball scene. Seriously. Okay, so let me take you through how this sequel fixes all these problems. First, there's no Maverick at all in this movie. It's all about the Goose. Goose survived the first movie, and rightfully, the focus is on him. Now, what about where this movie is set in France, actually, so that takes care of the America problem. It's all set in a village in France. It's actually set in a mime school, because Goose has gone back to school to be a mime. And so that takes care of the third problem, because this movie is very quiet, very hushed. No planes anywhere except for the planes that they mime, you know, just like that. All right. Fourth problem, well, the cast being too attractive. Well, this cast is Anthony Edwards, Steve Buscemi, Iggy Pop, Shelley Duvall, Tori Spelling, so clearly they fixed that problem. Next, the soundtrack. There's no Kenny Loggins in the soundtrack. There's no Berlin. Instead, this new soundtrack is all Christopher Cross, just as smooth as possible. Sailing, songs about riding like the wind, songs about getting caught between the moon and New York City. The moon in New York City. Best you can do is fall in love. Last but not least, the beach volleyball scene. So restrained, so tame in the first movie. In this movie, it is just full-on, hardcore, man-on-man action. No pussyfooting around, no beating around the bush. That is what they're there for. Except it's PG-13, and it's all mimed. I'll give this movie an F16. See you next week.